Good evening, everybody, and welcome to How's Your Emotional Health. My name is Tammy, and I'm from Tammy's Essential Oils. Welcome to my class. If you are a repeat person that has seen my videos, thank you for coming back. If you are a new person checking out my videos, thank you for joining me. I hope you have found this very helpful when I'm all done. And if you are watching this on YouTube, please hit the like button, share, comment on it, give me a thumbs up or something to let me know where you saw this video, where you're watching it from. If you're watching it live or if you're watching it as a replay, hit hashtag replay. I'd like to know where everybody's coming from, what they're looking for. I like input, so please feel free to comment below whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. I'd love to hear from you. So in order to get started, I want to share my screen and we'll get right into it. I know everybody's busy and everybody's having, it's the end of the weekend and some people are getting ready for work or no school, so school's out, but a lot of people are getting ready for work or maybe vacation this week or something. So I'm going to try not to take up too much of your time. I like to keep my classes short and sweet. So I'm going to share my screen so I can start my class. All right, so here we go. And if you are commenting now, I cannot see the comments while I'm presenting, so I apologize. I cannot see who's on or any comments, but I will take a look at them after I'm done. So, welcome again to How's Your Emotional Health? What is emotional health or stress? Stress is a normal reaction to the pressures of everyday life. Worry, fear, anger, sadness, and other emotions are also all normal emotional responses. They are all part of life. However, if the stress that underlies these emotions interferes with your ability to do the things you want or need to do, this stress becomes unhealthy. We've all been there at some point in our life. Signs and symptoms of poor emotional health. Now stop and consider, are any of these signs and symptoms sound like you? And if you say yes, you want to pay attention because I'm going to give you some little tips of what you can do to help yourself. Constant feelings of sadness or hopelessness, more than usual irritability, anger, aggression, or hostility, tearfulness or frequent crying, withdrawal from friends and family, loss of interest in activities that you used to love, changes in eating and sleeping habits, difficulty concentrating due to racing thoughts, risk-taking behaviors, emotional distress, which brings on physical complaints like aches and fatigue and migraines, excessive fatigue or lack of energy, memory and concentration problems, depression, anxiety, mood swings. These are all kinds of symptoms that if it's just short term, a lot of us can get out of it. But if you find that it's becoming, like I said in the slide before, you find that it's interfering with your life and you just can't get yourself out of it, that's where you really need to pay attention and you need to start doing something for yourself to get you out of it, because you can get to a point where without some kind of intervention, either by yourself or a support person or a family doctor, you're just going to get worse. So some causes of emotional distress. Now, this is not just an exclusive list. These are just some ideas. So at work, you can have concerns about job security, about performance, long hours, low pay, poor working conditions, increasing responsibility, a lack of control over work, relationships with colleagues and managers. Now, I know probably a lot of people are feeling the emotional distress at work because of what's going on in the health world today. A lot of people are overworked because everybody, you look around, at least here in Maine, everybody's looking for work. Everybody's short-staffed. Everybody that for one reason or another isn't working, can't work, scared to work, whatever. And especially in the healthcare field, they are very, very, very short-staffed. So those that are working are left to pick up the slack for those that aren't working for whatever reason. So that can really take a toll on the body. You can do that for a short term, but when it's long term, and this health issue is going on way over a year, and it gets really hard on those that are still working to keep up with the demands of whatever their job is. So you really want to take care of yourself if you find yourself in this position at work. Now at home, you could have relationship problems, undergoing major life changes, moving, having a child, job change. These are all big, major things that we go through. And if you don't get a handle on it and realize what you're going through, before you know it, you can be deep down into a major emotional stress issue that's going to end up causing you a lot of health issues. So it's really important that you catch on to this as soon as you recognize these symptoms and do something. Because the sooner you do it, the better off you're going to be. Having low income, experience discrimination, feeling lonely or isolated, having debt, having an unhealthy lifestyle. These are all some reasons and causes of emotional distress for all of us. So what are some ways to better cope with emotional stress? One is take some time to relax. Read a book, take a bath, take a walk, listen to music, diffuse some essential oils, sit silently for 10 minutes and focus on something positive. I know, speaking for myself, sometimes it's really hard for me to relax because I am a busy person and I like to go, 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 go. And my family and I have started a homestead business and I work full time. So finding time for myself has been more challenging over the last year than it used to be. But I realize how important it is for my mental and my physical health to take that time. So when I find myself overwhelmed, overstressed, I'm going to say, you know what? I'm giving myself 10 minutes and I'm just going to relax. Nothing's going to That's going to happen if I stop doing what I'm doing for 10 minutes and I just go outside, enjoy the weather, or I sit down and I enjoy some of my essential oils, or I just take a deep breathe. Deep breathing, you'll be amazed if you do not deep breathe, the benefits of it. Distract your mind and focus on something else. Do something fun. What is it you like to do? You watch a funny movie, play a game, engage in a favorite hobby. Everybody has something different, but find something that you really enjoy that's fun and just get your mind off of what is bothering you. Journaling. It is a method that encourages you to slow down, pay attention, and think about what is going on in your life. Personally, I do fairly well with journaling for a little bit, but then I lose interest. I'm not much of a writer. I never have been good with words. So journaling for me is not something I stick to all the time, but I do enjoy it when I do stick to it. And some people just love to journal. And there's lots and lots of different ways of journaling. Just find what works for you. Talk to a trusted loved one or a professional. There's absolutely nothing wrong with talking to a professional if you feel that you need somebody to bounce things off of. Some people just need to let it out. They don't necessarily want they want feedback. They don't want them to tell you what to do. They just want to bounce it off of somebody, just get it off their chest. So find somebody to talk to if you're that type of person. Exercise at least 30 minutes, 5 days a week. Now, for the last few years, I've been doing a YouTube walk at home video that has been amazing. I have really enjoyed this walk at home video. If you just go to YouTube, type in walk at home videos, and you're going to come up with probably hundreds, because this Leslie Sanborn or Sanson has been doing it for years, and she has other people in her group that has taken over, and they go anywhere from very beginners to very advanced exercising people. You can do 1 mile, you can do 5 miles, you can do 15 minutes, you can do an hour. It's all different kinds of varieties, and I really enjoy those, especially in the wintertime when it's cold and it's icy outside. I do that to keep fit in the wintertime. So try that. If you're not one to go to the gym or not one to walk outside, or you don't want to leave your home or whatever reason, try finding a YouTube video at home that you can start out slow and build yourself up. Set out 10 minutes in the morning to deep breathe and relax. Now, I was just talking to you about how deep breathing is so relaxing. Now, deep breathing itself is amazing. If you add a pure therapeutic essential oil to that, and all you have to do is put a drop or two in your hands and rub it together, and then put it over your nose. Inhale for 5 seconds, hold for 5 seconds, and then deep breathe, let out for 5 seconds. And you do that 4 or 5 times for 5 or 10 minutes, and you'll be amazed at how you feel after you're done with that. But if you don't have essential oils, no big deal. Just still do the deep breathing because it really is very beneficial. Give yourself a hand massage, or if you know somebody that is able to give you one, to just relax you or give you a neck massage or whatever. Massages and touch is very relaxing and very energizing at the same time. It really just slows you down and just kind of, but at the end, it kind of gives you enough energy to perk you back up again. Eating healthy. More naturally grown food versus processed man-made food is going to help you with your emotional stress, because a lot of people, when they're emotional stress, will go to food, and generally, not all the time, but generally, it's unhealthy food. It's carbs, it's salt, it's sugar, it's fried food, it's processed food, it's candy, it's chips, whatever. That stuff might satisfy you at the moment, but in the long run, your body is going to regress, and it's going to end up, depending on how often you do it, could end up giving you health issues in the future. So you want to eat healthy even when you're under those really stressful days. Find some kind of healthy habit, a healthy food that you like that can help you get through that. Getting enough sleep is critical in any situation, any health issue, emotional health, physical health, whatever. Getting enough sleep, you should aim for 7 to 9 hours a day. And research has shown that the best hours to sleep is before midnight. So I know a lot of you midnight owls out there don't go to bed till midnight, 1 o'clock, and you think, okay, I can sleep until 9, 10 o'clock. According to research, that's not the same as going to bed at 9 o'clock and then getting up at 6 o'clock, because you get your best sleep before midnight. Apply or diffuse a pure therapeutic brand essential oil. Now, that's a great way for emotional stress to calm you. There's so many wonderful calming essential oils that can really bring you down. You just take the 5 minutes and just relax and let the oil do its work. Take breaks often. If you are stressed out at work or doing something, take a 5-minute break. Walk around your office or go outside for 5 minutes or walk around the parking lot. Do something to take a break and give your body and your mind a break. Avoid smoking and alcohol. That's just a given because it's not healthy for us, and it can really do a number on your emotional stress also. So I had talked about Aromatouch. And now I'm going to talk about Aromatouch hand technique. This is a hand technique that doTERRA has put together, and there's a step-by-step guide that shows you exactly how to do it. It's comprised of 5 different movements. These 5 movements are used to establish relaxation and improve absorption of the oil. To complete the entire hand technique, it takes about 5 to 10 minutes, which amounts to 2 to 5 minutes for each hand. While the Aromatouch hand technique is quick and simple, it still can provide a big impact through the human connection that is formed. It is easier to do it on each other, but you can certainly do it on yourself. It's a great way to incorporate the benefits of these pure therapeutic essential oils. Now, if you would like a step-by-step guide on how to do this, it's fairly easy. I've done it on myself and I've done it on other people. And what oils are good for this, just send me your email address and I'd be happy to send you the step-by-step guide on how to do this Aromatouch hand technique. All right, so we also talked about, ways to get better sleep. Now, number 1, shut off all devices an hour before going to bed. That includes your phone, your computer, preferably your TV, anything with that light on it. Just take a few minutes to read, relax, take a bath, do whatever, but certainly shut off all of your phone and your computer for sure. Diffusing, like I mentioned, essential oils 30 minutes before going to bed. Turn it on in your bedroom or wherever you sleep and let the aroma get through the room before you come in and go to bed. So some of the essential oils are a Restful Blend or Serenity. And then also, if you don't like oils, Serenity does come in a soft gel. You have lavender, you have vetiver, cedarwood, petitgrain, bergamot, adaptive, Roman chamomile, grounding blend is or balance, and marjoram. These are some of the great relaxing essential oils that you can put in a diffuser, and you just need to find what scent that you like the smell of and what your body responds to, because everybody responds differently. Now, don't adjust caffeine after 2 o'clock. Establish a bedtime and wake up time ritual. Research has shown even on your days off, your vacation, your weekends, whatever, you still should stick to the same schedule of sleep ritual as you do on your work days. Try to eat earlier in the evening. We know that, and research has shown that the later in the evening you eat, the more your stomach has to work to digest that. So then your stomach doesn't get much of a break, which could get you just kind of wound up a little bit and not get you settled down. So your stomach needs a break also at night to give the rest of your body a break. So try to eat earlier in the evening. Exercise during the day, but not too late in the evening. You also don't want to be exercising, going out for a run at an hour or two before going to bed, because your body's still going to be all wound up on adrenaline, and it's going to take you a while to settle down. So if you are one to exercise later in the day, make sure you do it 3-4 hours before you go to bed, so your body can have a chance to relax and calm down and get ready for sleep. Sleep in a cool temperature room with comfortable mattress and eliminate noise and light. Now, I know personally I have to have a cool temperature room. I have to be warm under the covers, but in the room itself, it has to be very cool and comfortable. So that is really important. So if you find yourself tossing and turning, think, is my room cool? Should I turn a fan on? Do I have an AC? Can I open a window? Find ways to get your room cooled off. So that is really important to do that. So how can essential oils help with emotional stress? Our emotional health can directly influence how the rest of our body feels and functions. When we are in emotional distress, it lowers our overall quality of life and how we feel day to day. Emotional health affects how we make decisions, how we interact with others, and how we respond to events that happen in life. Things like stress, anxious feelings, changes in the weather, and a host of troubling yet common emotions can negatively influence our mood. Among many resources, we can use essential oils for emotional health by creating a sense of calmness and well-being, or producing an uplifting environment. Every essential oil has its own unique chemical profile, but most oils can be categorized as having either uplifting or calming properties. Now, here's just a very few that I've listed, but some of the uplifting essential oils are like wild orange, citrus bliss, any of the citrus oils. Cheer, elevation, and motivate are a blend of doTERRAs. Calming essential oil blends are Melissa, lavender, peace and balance, and past tense are a blend of doTERRA. So these are all calming, but there's many, many others that are listed. I just gave you just a handful. All right, so applying essential oils for emotional benefits. When you're ready to use essential oils for emotional health, there are a few ways to effectively experience the potency and power they have to offer. When you find the oil you want to use, try any of these application methods. Massage into the base of the neck of the skull, which is right back here. Rub on the inside of the elbows. Use an essential oil diffuser. Apply a drop to the palms and inhale, like I already mentioned. Rub into the wrists or on the back of your shirt collar or your dress or whatever you're wearing, and carry the aroma with you all day long. Now, everybody has different ways that they like to use essential oils. These are just some of the ideas I give you, but do whatever works for you and whatever you like. There, that is the end of my presentation. I want to thank you so much for joining me. I hope this was helpful. I hope you learned some stuff. I would love some feedback from you, whether it's privately or post on after the video. But if you would like more details and a copy of this class, along with more information on the essential oils, and also I would have the clip on the Aromatouch hand technique. I can give you that, along with recipes and a provider interview on a YouTube provider interview on using essential oils. I can send that all to you by email if you just want to send me your email address. If I already have it and you still want a copy of it, just say, send me a copy. You can write it in the comments, or you can send me a private message, or however you want to. I'd be happy to send that along to you for free. It also has a list of all the resources I got this information from. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen right now. All right, so I'm about 20 minutes into it. So I try to get 15, 20 minutes, not much longer, because like I said, I know everybody's busy. But once again, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you taking the time out. I hope this was helpful. Put in the comment below whether you watched this replay or if you watched it live. If you're on YouTube, like and share my video. And I hope this was very helpful. I hope you guys have a great week. And I will talk to you guys later. See you later.